Welcome to What's Up With That, with me Olivia, and Rev Monica.
Hi Olivia, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Rev Monica?
I'm grateful and excited to be here today, with all of you wonderful youth and young adults.
And we love having you here.
Indeed. I feel your love. So, Olivia, what is our topic for today?
Our topic today is support for youth who have been transracially adopted.
Oh my. That is an intense topic.
Yeah, I know. I was adopted by my white parents when I was a few days old.
So Olivia, you have experience with our topic today.
Yeah, I do, Rev Monica.
So Olivia, why do you think it is important for faith leaders to learn about the ministry needs of youth who have been transracially adopted?
Because, well, it's like if they do not know anything, then youth are forced to figure things out on their own. But if ministers, youth advisors, and other faith leaders have done work on their racial identity, then they will be better able to listen to and validate the experiences of youth who have been transracially adopted.
So faith leaders can provide a space for youth who have been transracially adopted to talk about their experience.
Yeah.
So Olivia, can you share with us some of the things that have been helpful to you as someone who has been transracially adopted?
Sure. It was helpful to me that my youth advisor was interested in learning about my school and the kind of neighborhood I live in.
So your youth advisor took interest in you as an individual? Like a mentor?
Yeah, I guess, I never thought of it like that. She just seemed to care about what was going on in my life. I felt like I could talk to her about anything.
Olivia, can you give us an example?
Yeah, when I was in the 9th grade, I was being picked on at school because of my hair. And my youth advisor really listened to me. She gave me a printout of websites that focused on black hair care and suggested that I ask my parents to look at them with me.
How did that go?
Well, I was, not knowing how to ask my parents for help. They said they loved my hair wild looking, and they would always tell me how beautiful I am. So, I was not wanting to bother them by telling them that I hated my hair and how it looked.
Olivia, I'm sorry to hear that. It must have been extremely difficult for you.
Thanks, Rev Monica. It was hard at first. After one of my moms caught me looking at a black hair care site, we talked and found a place to have my hair done about an hour from our house.
Yay for you and for your mother.
Yeah, after that, my mom was more willing to talk with me about race. She even started to read books and she went to workshops.
Wow. So from that experience, what would be helpful for faith leaders to know?
If there are youth in their group who have been transracially adopted, get to know them.
So developing a relationship is important.
Yeah, because if my youth advisor had not gotten to know me, I would never have told her that I was being picked on at school.
Okay, what else would be helpful for faith leaders to know?
Once my mom started to read books and stuff about race, she was more comfortable talking with me about that stuff. So, it was helpful for me that both my mom and my youth advisor were comfortable with their white identity. And I think that helped them to be open to listening to me talk about my feeling different.
Different?
Yeah, most times being the only black person in my neighborhood and congregation. And at my school, there are only a couple of kids and teachers who are not white.
That must be difficult for you.
Most of the time it is.
Most of the time?
Yeah, now my mom has a better understanding of what it's like for me. Because, when she takes me to get my hair done, she is the only white person in the room. And so when I tell her about feeling different, now she gets what I am talking about.
So Olivia, is it fair to say that you're being able to talk about your experience to someone who understands and validates your experience is helpful?
Yeah, that is really helpful.
What else is helpful for you?
Being able to talk about being adopted. I know some kids don't want to talk about being adopted, but I do. After the director of religious education at my congregation went to one of your workshops, she invited a local community group involved with transracial adoption to speak at my congregation. And it was so exciting to see so many people of color at Sunday service that morning. She also organized a gathering for families formed through transracial adoption at our congregation, and I got to caucus with other youth who were transracially adopted.
It sounds like you enjoyed those events and the experience of fitting in instead of feeling different.
Yeah, because I got to talk to other people close to my age who were transracially adopted.
So Olivia, would you say that it is helpful when others are comfortable talking about transracial adoption?
Yeah, Rev Monica, that is totally helpful. Also, when people do not assume that just because I'm black, that I am going to like certain music or sporting activities.
Can you say more about that?
Yeah, like some people assume that I listen to rap music or I'm a good dancer because I'm black.
So, it is helpful to you when people do not assume things about you based on your appearance?
Yeah, totally true.
Olivia, is there anything else you would like people to know?
Like, it helps when adults just want to get to know me without an agenda. To talk with me about random stuff and not just about personal things. Sometimes, I just need someone to talk to about everyday things and to have someone listen without telling me what to do or say things that feel like they do not understand my experience.
Olivia, can you give us an example?
Yeah, like I'm still figuring out who I am. I really like Nicki Minaj, so I wanted to dye my hair and wear really colorful clothing. And my moms went all parental on me. And I was like, Nicki is black, and I'm black, what's wrong with that? Right?
So would it be fair to say that for you, a youth who has been transracially adopted and lives in a predominantly white environment, that figuring out who you are may be challenging to those around you? However, you need support and understanding while you experiment and discover who you are.
Yeah, Rev Monica. Totally true.
Olivia, I think you are an amazing person. And I know what you have shared here today will be very helpful in supporting youth who have been transracially adopted.
Thanks, Rev Monica.
Olivia, you are very welcome.
Well, that's our show. Everyone, thanks for being here today. And as Rev Monica always says,
remember you are not alone.